Okay, let's start. Welcome everybody and thank you for joining us to this session that introduces the trade mission to Argentina from September 8 to 12 this year. The goal is to foster the collaboration between Argentina and Texas and promote business opportunities. The agenda for today is focused on the mission, purpose, and practical information for participants. We will start with an introduction, followed by reason to focus on Argentina, details about the trade mission, logistics, and concluding with a Q&A section. Please post your question during the presentation in the chat or in the Zoom QA section. We will address them after the presentation. We will welcome any kind of question, inquiry, or suggestion. So please participate and help us to enrich the experience. And your question can help others to also know more about the mission. So any question is very welcome. So today the session is going to be co-hosted by me and Tim. My name is Ariel Bocio. I am Vice President of Argentina Texas Chamber of Commerce and President of the Energy Committee. The Argentina Texas Chamber of Commerce is a non-profit organization that promotes investment, trade, education, and networking between Texas and Argentina. And we are a key catalyst in the energy sector, supporting leading generation, internationalization of companies, and economic development. We have 6 business committees: energy and engineering, innovation and technology, health and biotechnology, food and beverage, real estate and corporate services, and we have chapters in Austin, Dallas, and Houston in Texas, and in Buenos Aires and Neuquén, Patagonia in Argentina. Tim, please.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tim Tarpley. I'm president at Energy Workforce and Technology Council. For those of you who don't know who we are, we're the International Trade Association for Energy Services and Equipment Companies. We're about 220 companies. We range from large multinational energy service companies like Baker Hughes and Halliburton, all the way down. We have the entire well stimulation sector, the entire well servicing sector, the wireline sector. So a very diverse group of membership, and we're also a big chunk of the energy workforce, hence our name. Just in the U.S., our companies represent about 650,000 jobs here in the United States. If you look internationally, we're talking well over a million. We have many companies that are already operating in Argentina, but we also have companies that are looking to go international and looking to enter the market there in Argentina. So really looking forward to the conversation today.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you for partnering again with us. We are a great team. This is not the first event that we partner with the Energy Workforce and Technology Council. We are very happy to work together, and together we think that we can deliver a lot of value to all the people that will participate in the mission, and also anybody that is part of our ecosystem. So moving forward, let's go to the mission. So why Argentina? In summary, there are 3 main reasons: a pro-business environment, resources, and US unconventional oil and gas expertise and technology are fully transferable to Vaca Muerta. Under the new government led by Javier Milei, Argentina presents a highly attractive investment framework driven by government reforms such as fiscal discipline, inflation control, exchange control relief, and tax reduction. Also, the government promoted the energy sector as a major economic driver, implementing several pro-investment reforms, such as the RIGI, that provide a 3-year stability regime for investment, the regulated prices, export ban lift, used equipment import, and active M&A and portfolio management. Given this new scenario, Vaca Muerta, the second largest unconventional oil and gas play in the world, is set to double the production by 2030 to reach 1 million barrels of oil production per day and 250 million cubic meters gas production per day due to a rapid expansion in infrastructure and exports. In the case of gas, there are 3 LNG projects that will bring a capacity of 28 NTPA, and in the case of oil, new pipeline will increase capacity in 1 million barrels per day. With over 170 billion in potential investment over the next decade, key growth areas include drilling and completions, facilities, midstream infrastructure, export, and social infrastructure. Argentina needs to continue lowering break-even costs and enhancing efficiency. Foreign companies might create a lot of value through their idle equipment capacity, technology, innovation, know-how, finances, and M&A, creating an opportunity for value chain integration, partnership, and collaboration. So we see in Argentina a big change, a big opportunity, and a big need to bring foreign companies to make this work. So this is the time to go. This is the time to be there in order to be part of the growth that Vaca Muerta and Argentina is experiencing and help Argentina to become one of the largest exporters in the world. Tim, do you want to add what you are seeing on your side?
Thanks, Ariel. I think you make a number of good points here that the time could not really be more opportune to invest in markets like Argentina. In the U.S., we're looking at probably a flat market in North America land for the next year or so. A market like Argentina has significant growth opportunities. And also, you really have to look at the power projections and energy demand projections for the entire world. Simply, the world is going to need more energy in the coming years, especially LNG, as AI and data centers have increasing power demands. This is going to be all over the world. Argentina has incredible opportunity with the export of LNG. So our companies are very, very bullish on this market, and the timing really is excellent right now. So we're excited about this mission, and we're excited about the opportunities going forward.
Thank you, Tim. Moving forward, why a trade mission to Argentina? Well, you have 2 options to go to Argentina. One, alone, and trying to do all this connection by yourself, and trying to understand the market, the players, the ecosystem alone, or you can go with us and have a full immersion with the right people at the right time in the right places. So you will be able to understand Argentina macroeconomic and regulatory landscape, connect with the main oil and gas operators and key government officials, see the full potential because we are going to be in Buenos Aires, but also in Vaca Muerta itself. And bottom line, you will be able to do new business in Argentina faster and better. Let's go to the details. The next question is why in September and why particularly that week? Because that week we have there in Argentina the Argentina Oil and Gas Expo, that is the premier industry expo in Argentina. We are going to have there more than 400 exhibitors, more than 25,000 attendees, and it's a huge event. So it's a place where everybody in the industry will be there, and it will help us to multiply exponentially the number of connections and networking that we can make. So based on the Expo, we have this curated agenda to support your visit to Argentina and make sure that you are not going only to the Expo and trying to know people there or try to understand what is going on there. We have a 360 agenda in which you will be able to get insight from key people regarding what is going on in Argentina. at Argentina level and also at the energy sector level. So you will have the input for better decisions. Then we will provide access to the decision makers in Argentina. So if you need to make an investment decision, you will know the people that will help you to understand how to do the things, how the regulation work, and maybe can also help you to take advantage of several policies that are in place. Also, you are going to be able to connect to the top private sector players in oil and gas, not only operator, but also all the large service companies and also the entire supply chain. So you can make partnership at any level. And also, this is not going to happen in formal meetings, but also in different kind of networking events that will allow us and you to create informal connection, get deeper in the relationship, and understand better what is going on there. And also, finally, we are going to spend some time in Buenos Aires, but the plan is to go to Vaca Muerta. So in that way, you can have a first glance at where the things are happening. So here is the agenda. The agenda is 5 days. The first 3 days are in Buenos Aires. The last two are in Neuquén, and particularly in Vaca Muerta. So day one, the idea is that you will get all the market insight from Moody's and other top consultancy firm. So we want to be sure that you understand in deep what is going on in Argentina and also in the energy sector. Then we are going to go to the Argentina Oil and Gas Expo inauguration. Our people are going to escort you to be sure that you take full advantage of that day. And finally, we are going to have a private welcome dinner in which the delegation will be sharing that dinner with key Argentine players, government officials, and also uh, key people in the industry. The second day, we are going to have a meeting with the Foreign Affairs Minister. It's going to be a private meeting. And in the afternoon, we are going to have a networking event co-host with the Energy Workforce and Technology Council. Tim, do you want to add more color here?
Sure. Thanks, Ariel. This event that we've actually held this. This will be, I believe, our sixth time to hold this. We always hold it in conjunction with the Argentine Oil and Gas Show, which Ariel flagged to go to on the first day there. We hold it in conjunction with the U.S. Embassy in Buenos Aires at the ambassador's residence, and also in conjunction with the U.S. Department of Commerce. So we are able to get very high level folks there from both the government side, from the U.S. government side, the Argentine government side, as well as from the operators operating in the area. So this event is a great opportunity for networking, and will always turns out to be an excellent night. So we're excited about that again this year.
Excellent. And thank you, Tim, to open this cocktail to us too. So the next day, we are going to have a bilateral roundtable with the Energy Vice Minister and oil and gas operators in the morning. Then a technical visit to one of the uh, key operators' headquarters. And finally, in the afternoon, we will visit the Expo again in order to continue creating relationship and understanding the industry there. Then the next day we fly to Neuquén. Uh, that is what we call the Vaca Muerta Day. We are going to have a field visit to one of the key operators. The idea is that you understand all the on the ground what is the last mile logistics, operations, and everything that is going on there, so you can understand better how to deploy your services and materials in the region. And then at night, we are going to have a group dinner with the key Argentine players in that region. Finally, the next day, we are going to have a private meeting with the government of Neuquén. And by noon, we are going to fly back to Buenos Aires, and uh, then everybody can continue with their own private activities. Having said that, let's review the fee, logistics, and more. The price of the per delegate is $2,000, what means that the person can participate in all the activities in the agenda. They will have access to the entire ATCC network as needed. All meals, including the agenda, are included. What is not included are the international and domestic flights, but we can help you to book those flights with United and the domestic Argentine Airlines. And the accommodation, the hotel, is not included. So if you need any assistance for flight or accommodation, you can touch base with our staff, Tamara, Priscilla, or the rest of the people can help you, and they will be happy to help you to make sure that you have an enjoyable experience. Having said that, I want to say thanks to our partners, first of all to TEAM and the Energy Workforce and Technology Council that we are organizing this mission together. Here you can see the support of key organizations and agencies like the University of Texas, Consulado General Argentino en Houston, de Gobierno de la Provincia de Neuquén, Secretaría de Energía de la Presidencia de la Nación, Agencia Argentina de Inversiones, and we already have these sponsors. This list is growing every day. We have Tech Petrol, Chevron, and United Airlines that are supporting the mission too. So having said that, let's have a Q&A section. Tim, before going there, do you want to add something here as a kind of remark or?
I think you've hit on it. I just want to give my pitch is I've worked with Ariel and the association in the past, and I've been on their trade mission, and it's excellent. It's run excellent, very well organized, very high level meetings. So if you're kind of on the fence, I certainly would recommend it. It's an excellent group and an excellent trip. Thanks, Ariel.
Thank you, Tim. So let's go to a Q&A and let's review the chat and also, let me check the chat. Question. We have a question from Robert Mandler. I would like to network with businesses in Argentina. In 2024, we established an SRL with the purpose of importing technology. Uh, well, the answer is yes. Part of the agenda is to basically network with a lot of different potential customers and also partners. And in addition to that, based on your specific need, we can have our team addressing those needs in the sense that if you need to partner with some specific service category or some specific kind of company in a specific region of Argentina, we can also help you to make the connections and make sure that you can take advantage. Hopefully I answer your question, Robert. Do we have any other question, Lucas? That is what I am seeing on the chat.
No, we don't have any other questions so far.
Q&A, we have another one here. We have a question from Richard Brainard. How much are the discussions related to operators rather than other service companies? We are going to have a mix, and the final agenda is going to be also accommodated based on the final delegation. We already have the connection and the commitment from the key operators to participate in all the events, but also as part of the different activities and networking activities, we will have a full supply chain there in Argentina. So the point here is that in order to go deeper, you need to be in touch with our team, and they will guide you regarding what we can do for you in order to be sure that you make the connection that you are looking for. Then we have another question from Alejandro de Beretor. Hello, good afternoon. I work with for a logistics company that represent companies in Argentina and the region. Saying approximately how many Texas companies will be traveling. We are expecting between 10 to 15 companies. The last year when we have the Argentina Texas Summit in Neuquén, attending the Argentina Oil and Gas Expo in Neuquén instead of Buenos Aires. We had 15 companies traveling from US, and finally we had 25 companies that they participated in the trade mission that they came from US. Now the expectation is similar, and well, the expectation is similar to have between 10 and 20 companies traveling. Thank you, Alejandro, for the question. Also, Richard. Any other questions, guys? Richard Brainer. I have my own network since working in Argentina from 90. Okay, I can read now. So I have my own network since working in Argentina from 1997, and I have over 50 visits to Argentina in total. Is this opportunity expected to be still helpful to me? I think so, because in previous missions we had companies that they were working in Argentina, or they were developing some contact in Argentina for a while. However, in some cases they haven't had the exposure that they have based on the people that they can meet in our meetings. I don't know your network, Richard, so I cannot provide details now in this webinar, but I invite you to connect with our team after the meeting, and you can share what is your network, and from there we can share with you specifically what are the meetings and people that will participate in meeting and events that are part of the mission, and you can decide if this is a good fit for you. Any other question? Here. What are we have another following question from Alejandro. What are the main activities companies do? Fabrication, spare part, equipment, services. So here we have different kind of profile. We have one that is investors that they want to invest in Argentina in oil and gas activities, and we also have companies that are participating in the supply chain. So regarding supply chain and regarding Argentina, today we need there any kind of company, because just to give you an idea, last year the production increased 30%, and this year, even that the prices are soft, they are going to increase another 20%. And we are developing all this additional export capacity that sooner than later we need to meet. So all oil and gas operators are looking for companies that can increase the capacity of the services and materials in Vaca Muerta. That is one piece. The second piece there is regarding cost. Vaca Muerta is an excellent play because the reservoir is really, really good, but still the cost, the productivity and efficiency and cost of the services have a lot of room to improve. So if you bring their technology in any area or innovation in any area, you can have a competitive offer and everybody will listen to you because everybody is really interested in bringing new players and technology to the market. The next question is from Zach. I am representing a group looking to invest capital in op. What does that look like for companies down in Argentina? And is that something that will be yes, the short answer is yes, Zach. So in Argentina right now, there is a lot of merger and acquisition. So several players are acquiring areas, others are selling, and in addition to that, there are a lot of new concessions that in different regions, in different provinces are now being launched. So there is a lot of opportunity to get there, understand what the market is and what are the opportunities for not operated investment. In addition to that, Argentine companies, they need the financing from overseas. Right now, they are basically in the bond market, but also they need investors. So, and you have a combination of public companies like YPF or Vista, and also private companies that are there, and you can meet them and understand what they need and maybe be their partners. So yes, short answer, there is an opportunity. I think that it's worth to travel to understand how big the opportunity is and what are the right partner for you. I think that I answered that one also, hopefully. From Richard, here another one. Can you support work in other provinces than Neuquén also? Yes, we have contact with what is happening now in Argentina is interesting because obviously Neuquén is, everybody is on the spotlight because they have the big portion of Vaca Muerta is there and is where the activity is happening. However, Vaca Muerta is extended in two other provinces, Mendoza and Rio Negro, and there are concessions also there. Regarding all these governments, we have connection with them. Actually, they were a part of the last two summits that we organized in Neuquén and here in Houston. So we are going to, according to what you need, Richard, we can talk with them and make a connection to create a relationship. Another question from, so I answer, Chubut, Mendoza, and Santa Cruz. Yeah, with Chubut, we also had Chubut in several meetings. We have connection with Santa Cruz. However, they haven't participated in any of our activities so far. So bottom line, yes, we can help and we have a connection with all these provinces. Then we have another question here from Martin. We are from Córdoba. We specialize in high precision technical localization for energy sector. My question is regarding operational efficiency. What the main bottleneck you see when US companies deploy complex technical documentation and ITS protocols to their Spanish-speaking terms in Vaca Muerta? Let me understand the question. Regarding operational efficiency, what is the main bottleneck you see when US companies deploy complex technical documentation? No, here, well, I will try to answer this one, but maybe Martin, we can have a side conversation to go in detail. But the key point here is there are two pieces here. One is the technical specification itself, in the sense of understanding what is achievable without compromising security or safety. Okay, so but what is achievable or what are or how to implement that policy or procedure in the region, because in some cases you can is copy paste, in other cases you need to do a lot of additional um, accommodations in order to implement the policy. And the second one, in some cases, is regarding the cultural bridge, that is not exactly the same approach dealing here in US than dealing there in Argentina. So there are different sides of the story that you need to cover in order to have a successful implementation of any technical specification, documentation that you are trying to bring from US to Argentina. Uh, so that is why it's critical to have people that help the US companies to do the soft landing in Argentina, and also help them to understand the business environment and the culture. So in that way, it should be easier for them to do business in Argentina. Uh, Martin, if you after the meeting we can, yeah, okay, excellent. You can send me an email and we can talk a bit more. Any other question? Anybody suggestion? Something else that you want to discuss? Priscilla, you are in the chat also. Do you want to share something? Add something here? Priscilla is our Bosco is our manager, and she is leading the mission. Okay. So, Tim, do you want to add something here?
Nothing much more on my end. Just again, really recommend this program. It's an excellent opportunity for anybody looking to get into this market. It's been a pleasure talking to everybody.
Okay. Given that we have a bit more time, I saw two additional questions. One is from Richard. You will send out the presentation. Yes, of course, we can share the presentation. Also, we are recording the webinar that is going to be available in YouTube. If you want to share this one with your partners, friends, or any other person. Then we have a question from Emiliano. Could you please let us know when more details about the mission to Midland in October will be available? Okay, so in addition to this mission to Argentina in September, we plan to attend the Permian International Oil Roadshow in October in Midland, and we organizing the mission. We are going to have a webinar like this probably in the coming weeks, and there we are going to provide all the details regarding that specific mission. We have a question also from Maximiliano here. I work with an international trade firm that help companies import and export products like technology from different companies. Would this be an event that would be beneficial for us? Yes, of course. Actually, and why? Because there there are different ways to approach the Argentine market. One is a company just going there to Argentina and establish their operation. Another way is go there and partner with an Argentine company to establish an operation. Another way is they stay here in US and they don't want to deal with the international operation, and they have people like you that basically you are going to be the facilitator there, so you can get in touch with Argentine companies, understand the need, and then come back to US, and from there talk with the different companies to understand what kind of technology can help in Argentina, and from there you will do business with those companies in Argentina. So this is going to help you to make all the connections in order to understand what are the needs in Argentina, who are the customers, get in touch with the customers, and then come back to US or to any other country and look for that technology and do business. I think that we cover everything. Yep. Okay. So having said that, feel free to contact us after this meeting. Particularly, do not hesitate to make a call to Priscilla and the rest of, and Tamara and the rest of the team to get additional details and make sure that this is helping you. And hopefully all of you are going to be part of the mission, and it's going to be a great mission, and you are going to do business and enjoy a great time in Argentina. Team, thank you very much for co-host this session and for all the collaboration and partnership with your organization too.
Thank you, Ariel. Appreciate joining.
Okay, thank you everybody for attending the webinar. See you in Buenos Aires.